Hey, what's going on, guys? Destro here from DestroMonies.com, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about how to go about creating content for your audience. So have you ever asked yourself, how do I create content for my audience? What do I need to talk about? How do I find content? And any of these other type of questions revolved around creating content for your audience. So I'm going to address them in today's video today. So first of all, what is content and what is the purpose of it? So content is actually any form of media. It can be blog posts, it can be videos, it can be status updates, it can be audio, and it's basically information in any form that can help your target market with a particular problem that they're struggling with. Now, the purpose of creating content is to attract people to you by making them feel a connection through your content that you put out online. So when you create content and people find it and they find it helpful, more and more people are going to be attracted to the content, your videos, your blog posts, or your status updates, any of that, because the content that they found through you has been valuable to them and it's helped them get closer to solving their problems, challenges, or frustrations. So you'll make people feel like you're speaking directly to them if you target your audience correctly. So I actually did a blog post on how to define your target audience, and I'll leave it in the blog post down below. So around content, what kind of content should you post? And as a rule of thumb, if it falls into creating content falls into three categories. It's either being entertaining, being educational, or being inspirational. And just make sure that when you're creating content that it's relevant to your target audience. So you want to make sure that you do that work up front and define who your target audience really is. So an example is, if you have a target audience who is interested in health and wellness, you can post content about, like 3 secrets to losing weight without having to count your calories. And it's content that's relevant to your target audience and what they're interested in and what they want to learn about. So a list of ideas that you can post content on is, you can do pre-recorded videos like this, you can do Facebook Lives, you can do blog posts, you can do status updates with questions, before and afters. You can do lifestyle videos if you're off at the beach or traveling somewhere. Make sure you just take a quick snapshot and a status update that goes well with people who haven't been able to travel as much. Recognition, if you've been recognized on your company's leaderboards, post it on your Facebook fan page or personal page or Instagram, wherever you decide, whichever platform you decide you want to build your audience. Interviews, or when you're going to events. So where do you find content? If you're struggling to find content, the reality is it's everywhere. If you focus on your own personal development, you can get content through books, you can get content through podcasts, through webinars, through training calls that you go through, events, courses that you take, forums, Facebook groups, questions that are actually asked by your team members, customers, or prospects. These are all ways that you can find content and be able to put it out there in a blog post or in the form of a video for you to be able to connect and attract with your target audience. So a big mistake that a lot of people make when they're creating content is they don't add calls to action at the end. So I want you to I want you to just recognize this and realize that whenever you create a piece of content, make sure that you're actually putting a call to action or a CTA at the end of your content. So for example, if I want people to subscribe to my newsletter, I can say at the end of my video, if you get value from the the content that I've been sharing with you guys, then make sure you hop on my newsletter at desrimonies.com/newsletter. So that's a call to action, a direct call to action of the next step that you want other people to take when they consume your content. So don't make this mistake of, leaving out a call to action, because you don't want to assume that people know exactly what they need to do next or what the next step is. You want to be clear and concise and just tell them what you want them to do, and they'll be able to follow through with that if your call to action is clear and if they dig the content that you've been sharing with them. So I hope this video has been valuable for you guys. I'll leave a couple of additional resources on the bottom on the best and easy way to create content and how to actually define your target audience, and on previous posts that I did. So if you guys get value from the content that I've been sharing with you guys, make sure you hop on my newsletter at desrimonies.com/newsletter, and I'll catch you guys later.